Last Saturday, the Democratic Party leadership voted in a new head of the party to replace, well, the last permanent one was Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who made herself notorious during the primary campaign by pushing the debates to times when very few people would be likely to watch, doing that as a favor to the party's pre-chosen candidate of the time, Hillary Clinton. Now, people say, first of all, let me say this. People say, let's not relitigate the primary of 2016 for the Democratic Party. Let's put that all behind us. You know what I say? I say, let's relitigate it. Let's keep relitigating it, not because it's important to look in the past for the sake of looking in the past, but because we should not be embarrassed to admit a couple things. We should deal with a couple things straightforwardly. Number one, there is an ideological split in the Democratic Party between its left wing and its centrist corporate-funded wing, and that ideological split reflects itself in two different ways. It reflects itself in different beliefs about policy, and it reflects itself in different attitudes towards how the party itself and its campaigns should be managed. There is a difference of opinion. It is not wrong to highlight differences of opinion. Calling them relitigating the past is a way of trying to shame people into not talking about their differences. I think this party needs to talk about its differences because I think it's a party divided. And I think the Democratic Party establishment, which prevailed once again and got its choice of a leader last weekend, has got to own up to a record of spectacular failure. And I think until it does, the party will continue to fail. Now, we don't know yet, and as you know, I tend to be a bit of a skeptic about Russia's role in all of this. But we do know this. Russia did not cause the Democratic Party to lose 2/3 of state governorships. Russia did not cause the Democratic Party to lose most state legislators. Russia has not caused the Democratic Party to come to historic lows unseen in modern times, perhaps in a century, in terms of its overall possession of elected offices. This is a systemic failure from top to bottom. Until this party learns to deal with this failure, it will continue to fail. Now, my belief is that the party needs to move left because if you look both as better policy and because if you look at the polling, many so-called left ideas are actually embraced by a majority of Republican as well as Democratic voters. So I think on politics and on policy, the party needs to move left. I think on process, it also needs to move left in the sense that I think it needs to solicit small donations from many people, as Keith Ellison was proposing to do, Keith being unsuccessful in winning the leadership role. Now, it's great that the party is talking about coming together and that the victor in that race, who was put up by President Obama and his people and eventually succeeded, it's great that he and Ellison are doing a great show of allegiance and brotherhood and so on. But the fact is that the left is the future of the party. It is what the new generation wants. It's what the country needs. And sooner or later, this party, if it is to succeed and thrive and continue to exist in its present form, is going to have to accept new leadership.